Ready? 5 seconds. High performing Indian universities will be encouraged to set up campuses in other countries. Also, the world's top universities will be allowed to come to India and impart education. It is targeted to set up at least one large multidisciplinary higher education institution in or around each district by 2030 to provide higher education in undeserved regions. For this, several steps will have to be taken at the state level. Good higher education institutions are to be set up in aspiration districts and special education zones. There will be an important step the interest of socially and economically disadvantaged groups. An effort will be made to make education accessible to all by leveraging technology for online and digital education. Beside access, opportunity and quality, accountability has also been fixed in the education policy. This policy also recommends giving greater autonomy to education institutions and faculty. It has been observed that the level of investment in research and innovation is 2.8% of GDP in the US, 4.2% in South Korea, and 4.3% in Israel, as compared to only 0.7% in India. To give impetus to a large and vibrant economy like India, it is necessary to encourage knowledge creation and research. The central and state governments will have to increase the percentage of investment in research and innovation. A national research foundation will be constituted to guide quality academic research in all fields. To promote a research culture, all universities and higher education institutions will work with the National Research Foundation. The use of technology and its integration will accelerate reforms in the learning process and lead to better results. For this, the National Education Technology Forum (NETF) will be established. NETF will provide consultation to the state government agencies also. All aspects of the education system will be made simpler and more accessible with the help of technology. Research and technology use will be encouraged in the context of artificial intelligence so that effective changes may be carried out in areas such as healthcare, agriculture, and climate change. The success of this education policy will depend on the effective contribution of both the center and the states. Education is enumerated as a subject in the concurrent list of constitution. Therefore, it requires joint and coordinated action by the center and the states. There are interstate variations on the various parameters related to education. States have to adopt the measures recommended in the national education policy according to their local conditions, characteristics, and expectations. In order to effectively implement the education policy, the central and state governments will have to work relentlessly in coordination with all stakeholders. In order to ensure timely implementation of the recommendations of this policy in the sphere of higher education, it is necessary to appoint high qualified and deserving persons to fill the vacancies of the vice chancellors and faculty in the universities. I spoke to all the governors and lieutenant governors a few days ago in the context of the discussion on national education policy being held today. I was very happy to observe their eagerness, enthusiasm, and preparation. All the governors have held meetings with their education ministers and vice chancellors of the state universities and have come prepared to discuss the national education policy today. I will also be present in the next session of conference. Continuing the process of dialogue and consultation related to the implementation of the education policy, the Union Ministry of Education has scheduled a virtual conference of central universities and higher education institutions on 19 September.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.